Hi, what's up, man? I'm joined by Randy Costa. First of all, I just want to say thanks. It's the first time I'm talking to him, but man, I bet you're excited. You know, a big opportunity, UFC 236, a pay-per-view taking on Brandon Davis. So, tell me about that. When are you headed to Atlanta?
Heading to Atlanta on Tuesday, man. I can't fucking wait, and I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm pumped about this. I'm pumped for all the opportunities. It's gonna be a fucking hell of a fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both you guys have that stand-up style, so I'm sure it's going to be a war probably. But yeah, man, I was looking at your record, and you're only 4-0, but it can be a little deceiving, I think, because I saw you had a bunch of fights as an amateur in 2014, a couple fights there, and then a few fights canceled in 2015. So I was just wondering, when you actually started training and why you had that layoff there.
Yeah. So first, I'll address the minimal experience as a pro. Look who's headlining the card, bro. It's fucking Max Holloway. Max Holloway was 4-0 when he started his UFC career against Dustin Poirier. So it's pretty cool to be fighting on, the rematch card at 4-0. And if you look at all the other guys that, started 4-0, Weidman, and I think Pat Cummins was like 3-0, Karan Gracie. So obviously the UFC thinks pretty highly of me if they give me this opportunity. I'm not going to let them down in that regard. Yeah, so I made my amateur debut exactly 5 years ago today. That was pretty fucking
Wow.
cool. Yeah, and then UFC debut in 8 days. But yeah, so I had those 3 fights back to back to back. Had my first scheduled pro fight with Bellator back, I think it was February 2015 or something like that. And so to fight professional, to fight amateur, you don't need to get a CT scan. To fight professionally, you need to get a CT scan. And it's actually pretty funny, dude. I lied to my my doctor and my insurance company so I could get the CT scan covered by them. And dude, I got caught in my fucking lie, and they wouldn't clear me in time. So the fight was supposed to be on Friday, like February 14 or something like that, and I didn't get cleared to the following Monday. Dude, they made me jump through all these holes. I'm like, yo, I'm fine. I'm just trying to get into a fucking fight, dude. What the fuck? So we eventually got cleared, and then we had that long layoff, man. I had to make a couple lifestyle changes. Nothing like, I wasn't in trouble or doing drugs or anything like that. I just kind of had to figure out what I wanted, I was in school at the time, so I had to focus on that. I had to focus on kind of like the mental training of the whole fight stuff, because there's a lot of shit that goes into the fighting. It's, you get caught in this tunnel and you're not really sure how to escape. So the best way I figured I could escape was, to eliminate myself from the actual fighting. I haven't stepped foot out of the gym. I've been training, to answer your question. I've been training since I was like fucking 7 years old. There hasn't been, longer than 1 week that I wasn't in the gym. I'm always in the gym. And that 1 week that I wasn't in the gym, it's just because I'm on vacation. So I'm always training, always grinding. I just wasn't competing, but I'm always around top level guys. And I think it's going to show next week, regardless of my record, man. I've been training forever. This is really all I know. It's gonna be fucking fireworks, bro. It's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, you're talking about training with top level guys. I know you're training over there at Lozon MMA. So, you think having a guy like Joe Lozon, you think that helped with, you're saying you came over only at 4-0. You think that helped with being able to come to the UFC so fast, and you think that'll help with the octagon jitters and all that?
I'm not worried about the octagon jitters at all, man. I've had 4 fights in the last 8 months, so like this is all it's all fresh to me. Brandon and I are gonna fight. That's all that's happening. The only difference is that there's gonna be a couple more cameras. That's all. It's Brandon and I on April 13th, and that's it. I don't think the jitters are gonna get to me. It's all the same shit, dude. It's a fight. That's really all it is. As far as having Lozon as a mentor and all that stuff, he's been nothing but great. He's a great guy. He's a great guy in the gym. He's a great guy out of the gym. He's been a phenomenal role model for me. As far as getting in at 4-0, I absolutely do attribute that to him. He's been speaking in the UFC's ear about me. And Joe's word obviously means a lot. He wouldn't just put some scrub in, Sean Shelby and Dana White's ear. So the UFC has been following me since, my pro debut back in June. So we've been, kind of like a broken record player they've been kind of like a broken record player in the UFC's ear. Like, hey, this kid's real. He's really real. This, that, the other thing. We filled our name in a couple times last minute, but nothing came to fruition. One of them wasn't our fault. It was the opponent's fault. They turned down the fight. And then the other times where the UFC just didn't give me a shot. But so we were told, it was 2 days before I got the UFC offer. We were told that, we got to 5-0. We're gonna get in the UFC. If not 5-0, we got Contender Series lined up, done deal, period. I'm thinking I'm gonna go. I had a fight lined up for tomorrow night. I'm thinking I'm gonna knock this kid out. Get in Contender Series, go to Vegas, we'll get my contract then. 2 days later, we get that phone call. So it was pretty cool, man, and it absolutely is, has a lot to do with Joe, like, bridging the gap between myself and in the UFC. But man, you can't deny all the training and how I'm winning these fights. I've had 4 fights, but dude, my combined time is 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I'm averaging like 46 seconds per fight. I'm going in, and I'm not just like laying praying these dudes. I'm waxing them. Like, that's all there is to it. I have an exciting style, and the UFC is a business, dude. They want butts and seats, and my style is gonna put butts and seats, and I can fucking guarantee you that.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, talking about your style, Brandon Davis, he's also a stand-up guy, but he's more of a volume guy where he hasn't had a lot of knockouts. You've had like you said, you're finishing guys super fast at 135, which is impressive. So I'm just thinking, are you thinking since Brandon's a real durable guy, are you expecting to finish him early too, or are you expecting to have to maybe go all 3 rounds and show some more stuff in this fight?
Dude, Brandon's a fucking gangster. That's all there is to it. He's fucking. What's crazy, dude? It's like he fought one of my friends last year in at UFC Boston. He fought Bosniak at the 220 card. Yeah. I was there with like Rob Font and those guys, Calvin and Kyle and all those guys. So it was fucking. It's cool because when I got the offer for Brandon, I knew exactly who he was. Not because all the bullshit, whatever, coming down 35, but because I was a fan of his, dude. I like Brandon's style. I like what he's about. He's cool. He has like this demeanor to him. He's a fucking fighter. He's a gangster. I don't really have any predictions for this fight aside from that it's going to be fireworks. I know Brandon's not going to try to lay and pray me, and you can bet your fucking house that I'm not going to try to lay and pray him. We're going to go out there. We're going to fucking sling punch. We're going to sling kicks, and it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's we have a great spot on the card. Open up the whole night. We'll just start this motherfucker off right, and that's it.
Yeah, man, for sure. And then so who have you been training with? I know Andre Sukumtas on this card. I know he trains over there at Lausanne MMA. So have you been putting any training in with him?
So Andre is he does half of his camp out at Hard Knocks in Florida with the Henry Hoof guys and all that, and then he does his last like 4 or 5 weeks here up north. And I've only trained with Andre about maybe 2 times this camp, something like that, and it was really, really light. So Andre and I haven't really trained together, but we are very cordial. We are very friendly. We're cool. We train under the same people. He's definitely a friend of mine. But I've been training a lot with like a couple of local guys. Andres Rodriguez, who's perfect build, perfect style. Rel Davis, Rob Font, Cater, Gregor Bello. All these good guys. My buddy Mitch, who has a different build than Brandon. But I've been doing a lot of training with him. He's actually making his pro debut tomorrow night. He's another savage. But man, we just all train together. It's great. But, Saturdays at Lausanne MMA, it's the mecca of the training. It's all the top fighters from the New England area. We have guys coming from Maine, from New Hampshire, up from XYZ, up from New York, this, that, the other thing. And on any given Saturday, there could be 10, 15 guys who either are or have been in the UFC or the top level. It's just all the best training. And that's all there is to it, man. You can't question if I'm ready or not. I wouldn't be in the position I am if I wasn't ready.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know there's some more guys in the UFC coming too. Like I saw Mike Rodriguez. He just had a win a little while back. I know he trains over there. But yeah, man, I also saw that video with you and Andre where you're talking about you want to eat some Reeses after the weigh-in. So if anyone likes this interview, make sure to send Randy some Reeses for sure.
Yeah, fuck, man. DM me. I'll give you my address. I don't give a fuck, dude. Just give me some fucking Reeses.
What else do you want to eat after the weigh-in, man?
Dude, so my thing is that I'm very, very disciplined with my diet. Very, very disciplined. I'm always lean. I'm always in shape, always within striking distance of making whatever weight that I'm contracted to fight on. My thing is that I don't go crazy about like meals and stuff. I don't like craving like a pizza like that's cool, but like that's not like a thing for me. I'm not craving like a fat steak or some fucking tacos or anything like that. My thing, dude, is I'll fucking eat peanut butter by the fucking ice cream scoopful. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm a fucking peanut butter guy. I'm a chocolate guy. Give me some fucking cookies. I just want snacks. I don't give a fuck about the meals. So I'm in kind of a tricky position where a lot of guys look forward to weighing in so they can have like a nice pasta plate or something like that. I don't give a fuck, dude. I can't wait till fucking 6:30 next Saturday night when I can just take the fucking all the peanut butter in the world and put it right down the pipe, dude.
For sure. But yeah, man, last question here. I was looking at your social media and I see your shirts. They're pretty cool, you know, like Scientology, the Church of Costa. So I just want to know, you like, what do you learn over there and what is Scientology, you know?
Scientology is the study of sending. You know, it's pretty straightforward. If you look at, you know, with all my shirts, I always do like some sort of theme. As of late, it's been something about sending it. So if you're familiar with sending it, you know, it's like just do it, just go crazy, whatever. The last shirts I made was Full Send University, so I opened up a college that's based around sending, which is pretty fucking cool. The shirts before that were it said just send it in like the Nike letters, which was pretty cool. And that silhouette of the thing on top of the church, that's actually a silhouette of me throwing a head kick. So it's pretty fucking cool. It's all kind of, you know, yeah, just fucking send it, dude. I always throw that rocket ship emoji on everything, dude. Like I have the rocket ship emoji tattooed on me. It says send it. It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, man, it's just, you know, just go crazy, do some cool shit, and just, you know, moderation's for cowards. Let's go all in, dude. We don't half-ass anything. We full-ass everything.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Well, thank you for your time and everything. And if you just want to, you know, plug your social media sponsors, and yeah, thanks for your time.
Follow me on Instagram, Randy_Costa, and on Twitter, Randy Costa 135. Send me some fucking Reeses. That's all I ask. Send some fucking Reeses.
All right, man. You heard him. All right, man. Thanks a lot.